Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We're hanging out here. What the fuck were we doing last time? Help Ravers. Right. We talked to Suna. Suna. She was like, fine, I guess.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
You had to talk about the church again.
What's the deal?
Good news, I managed to convince Suna. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition, she needs your speakers for a project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of a Nordic dance music.
Speed Freak smiles, happier than he's ever been before. I'm going to have to share space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage. And what about the side business? Have you made up your mind?
The drug lab? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. It's illegal, you see.
Oh man, really? You're a complete ballbuster. Fine, we can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Leave the tent. Except I don't think a couple of hours actually passed there. Oh, look at that. And they got their fucking shitty music playing. Oh, it's Suna talking. I'm gonna speak to her.
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going? I see that your neighbors have moved in, but all I hear is Nordic dance music.
What? What did you say?
I can barely hear her over the thumping bass of a Nordic dance. They keep saying like the whole thing. I said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you. The music is too loud.
The project, how is it going?
The project. It's not going well.
Why?
That guy. I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me. He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekukata. A place to be, apparently.
I'll speak to him, see what I can do.
Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes.
She does jazz hands to mock him.
We know how it goes.
What's this? Talk to Egghead.
Glory Church, the place to be. Make some noise, my church people.
Large speakers are set up behind the young man, blasting a familiar
A
song.
hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, tangled in its branches, something bronze flutters in the wind. He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning.
Rue de Saint-Gilles. Isn't that the doomed commercial area? Tangled in its branches, something bronze flutters in the wind.
The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
Egg, can you please route Suna's signal through your speakers?
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
It's 3.5, no doubt about it. It's on the ground.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
I feel Kim a bit.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here.
He searches for the cable on the ground and picks it up, looking at the jack.
This is a 4.5. The
Is that okay? With a grin, he sticks the plug into the auxiliary line in. You're a satisfying click.
Whoa, thank God. That does noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Thank you, interfacing.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg the music.
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes. And then I'll turn off the music.
By the way, are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Revershot imperative!
Unless you were thinking Revershaw imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
You're right, I wasn't thinking that.
Hardcore superstar!
Tell me something else again.
Yeah!
Maybe my body can tell me what Arno Fun Aches Jam is missing.
No.
No.
That would be silly. Your body isn't for thinking. It's for robust, wholesome things. Things like discus, javelin, and 400-meter hurdles. Discus.
Huh. Alright, goodbye again.
Yes, what is it?
I talked to Egghead, he plugged in the cable, you can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum!
Hmm.
Maximum is the only way!
Great smile still adorning his face, larger than a red dwarf star.
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
What the fuck does that even mean?
Glue style? Okay. There literally is no other way. The mixing desk is
Oh.
to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what Egghead is trying to say here is that the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
All ready.
Ready?
Alright.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
Oh shit, she's here too. Good. Good she's not outside.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty.
Knees weak,
Sense of
arms
cold
spaghetti.
knowledge, somehow.
Should I hold on for a moment?
What?
No, never mind, let's do this. I'm ready. Woo!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And
Mute disengaged.
she lifts her hand from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move
Ooh.
on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Should I be super worried?
Guys, what's going on?
There's alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan his surroundings. A slight rattle like crystal clattering in the cupboard fills the air, joining the chorus.
Getting louder.
Says Noid, his eyes riveted on the strange circle of water basins.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Oh dear.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
Hosianna? You hear Egghead yell, then something else, but his voice is growing faint. What does Hosianna mean to you? Isn't that like a Christian thing? In this world doesn't have Christianity though, does it?
He's peaking. The worst high he's ever been on.
I don't understand number 2 here. It was in me at first. Inside you, not the speakers. Yeah, okay.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
The glass shards around Dolores Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating from the sound. It almost looks as if she's alive.
Corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down! No, the roof!
Shit. A screech fills the air, a scream of wooden nails. The pillars of the church twist and creak above and around you.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to earth! Love!
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists.
That's it. I'm muting it.
We've come this far. Don't panic. It's beautiful.
Beautiful car! Beautiful life!
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you? Yes, I've turned it off.
Holding the contact mic in her hand.
Andre,
Oh, she's... I should have talked to everyone first, probably.
Fuck! I can't shut it up! The signal's passed! It's not in here! It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop.
Oh shit.
This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead, whatever you do, don't stop it. I want to see where this goes.
But then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Huh.
Egg.
I pulled the plug! It was getting too hardcore. You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
Fucking L?
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it.
Her lip trembles.
Silly Dwarf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now.
Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
What was that? I've never heard anything like that.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically,
She shakes her head.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
Her voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
You're going to write Sulislav? I don't know if I'm saying that even remotely correct, by the way. I'm sorry.
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear. They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
And what happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
Okay.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes. And we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Pale unknown. I have an idea on how to rectify that. Oh? The backyard wall has changed? Kinda curious about this one. Could also get something going here. I can try Egghead again. What do you mean file not found, she says.
Good morning! Yeah! Hardcore!
Well, I can give this another try.
No, that would be silly.
Not quite yet. Let's talk to people here before we leave.
It's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000?
He waves his hands in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations. Totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
Looks at the imposing black box in the corner that's churning out the
Now
sound.
the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
Who do we ask? SL, I guess? What would you suggest as a name?
How about something simple? Like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Kim, how would you name the club?
I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
Suna, you must have an opinion. Do you have an opinion on this?
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
Well, Nord, what is your opinion?
The amnesia.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia! It's not amnesia, guys.
Egghead, you must have a lot of ideas.
Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
Alright.
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
What do you propose as a name, Andre?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
Sure, I think I've come up
You
with a
have?
name.
Well, what's the name?
I mean, that's the name of the video game. Oh, with the Furies, I misread that. Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean?
Oh, is it?
Elysium.
But Disco Elysium, isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
It's post-ironic.
The past is the future, but the future is dead. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience.
Start tapping my foot.
It feels good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing that Andre is doing with his limbs?
I'm gonna observe his movement. What are you doing?
I'm dancing.
Performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, looks kinda lame.
And soft-core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
Ooh. Do I have... Can I have... I hope I didn't waste a level accidentally. Do I have 2... Yes, I do have 2 skill points. We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
Oh, I do not... Can we roll the double sixes? Might as well.
You close your
Close.
eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing to repair some of the damage done by battles lost. If you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen?
Who knows?
Salvation.
Goodbye, officer.
We could just... pump savoir-faire. Another point. And try that again. Oh shit, I have fucking minus from my clothes. From my pants. Do I have plus on anything? Don't... Doesn't seem like it. -1. Yeah, no.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see. Goodbye, officer.
Let's put 1 point into savoir-faire. Might as well.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes.
Double ones.
Puts a grip. Salvation.
Goodbye, officer.
I'm not gonna stick around and save Scum a bunch. At the time, at the very least. Let's have a brief word with the other two.
I can't believe you got us in. Between you and me, I don't know
Nice.
if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Oh?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. a cell using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
That's kind of fun. But no, better here than in the tent. Wasn't safe.
Okay.
Keeps it laconic.
What he means is, you're right, actually. The tent was a safety hazard, and this place was deserted anyway.
What do you think of the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
How do you like the glasswork?
I don't. Fuck her giving me the evil eye.
Let's be a bit neutral. You wanted to get inside the church, and now you don't like the stained glass
I didn't know
window.
it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer
see.
looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love. Mass murder on the floor.
This thread keeps sort of ticking in my mind. Would you say she was, you know, human?
I like this question, cop man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
Yeah, they hate this too.
Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
I do feel like there's something terrifying about her.
There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
I don't know, I'm gonna say nothing and stare grimly into the distance.
Freak looks the same way. It is dark there in the back of the church. For a moment, the music echoes strangely.
She is the innocence of humanism. Humanism seems to be a pretty big deal around here.
Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass produce hundreds of billions of pigs.
And many, many more tons of sugar.
She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know?
What do you know? Isn't she supposed to be the embodiment of the world spirit?
World spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit. This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
Interesting thoughts. I'm done talking about her. Don't want to think about her anymore.
Strange choice of words.
I guess it is a strange choice of words.
Overflowing with negativity. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about it.
Sure.
I'm gonna stop talking with him for now because I have limited time on the day and I kinda wanna explore a little bit more, see if I can maybe find the cryptozoologist.
Her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. And no, it's got nothing to do with Contact Mike.
I wasn't going to...
No. I actually wanted to thank you for getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sorna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the Crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Now, can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favor. What do you want to know?
Do I want to know?
Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to... But earlier today, she told me about Welkins. And she seemed really happy, like
from the game.
She had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic. Sure.
I can come back to that later. Like I said, I wanted to, just wanted to see if he was there. Wanted to explore a little bit more. Kinda wanna go look at that wall as well. Also, the Pale Unknown, or whatever it said. I think if I get a book on that, I might be able to roll that a little better. Okay. Got some stuff going on here. Buzz, hum. The electricity flows through the wires with audible power.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
I think this is the jacket the Idiot Doom Spiral guy wanted me to find.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
I can interact with it.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
A sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak.
Ooh.
Are you sure you can stomach it?
Yeah, think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
Ensconces, what a word.
It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Okay, but what is the crust made of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night. The faint impressions of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many. Suffice to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing.
What happened once someone put it on the
The
railing?
crust is hard. This jacket spent at least a day baking in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then? Somewhere, high above the city, a pair of seagulls trace loops through the air. They are like the bombardiers of the aerostatic brigades, gliding above a target-rich environment. All of a sudden, the bomb bay doors open, and their white glittering payload rushes to the ground.
Thanks.
Splat! An explosion of white on a man's shoe. A curse goes up, but the birds do not hear.
Why did I just spend all this time thinking about seagull shit?
It's too late. You've already thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck.
Maybe if I wipe my hands on my pants?
What? No. Then it'll just be on your pants. This is a disaster. You'll never...
Okay, cool. I fucking messed up my morale for pretty much no reason, but that's fine. I'm gonna have to conceptualize things later. And I know I took a magnesium, it's just... I don't want to sit with just the one. That feels bad. Makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. Tarp will keep out neither rain, snow, mud or wind. Tools. Should be able to use the multi-tool for that, yep. Postcard. Coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Vagrants have recently painted the top red. Water drips from it. Ooh. Ooh. +2 encyclopedia. That might be worth using, actually. Discover your inner bino. Nausea-inducing hell glasses. Whose idiotic idea were square and beige plastic frames anyway? Beige is a color that does not look good on anyone. Not to mention that seeing the world through these exceedingly thick lenses feel almost nauseating. I'm gonna fucking wear these prescription glasses that I shouldn't be wearing. I'm gonna fuck up my eyesight like this, but it might let me know more things. A big wine canister, open and empty. There's someone over here. No! I accidentally pressed the load key, which apparently exists. Good thing I've been diligent with quick saving. Was that more money? Can I save scum money drops? Moonshine probably. Smells like tasty fermentation.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Hold on, that is awful.
It doesn't help. You can still smell it. Keep it in now. Don't overreact. Breathe.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That
Oh.
faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Oh dear.
It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant, something's not right
The
here.
lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
There is a gentleman here who might be fucking dead for all I know. He looks kinda dead. We're gonna inspect this potentially dead guy next time. See you later.